Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 378. I'll be with you after the intro. Had a few fun and games before we started today. I was meant to start an hour ago.
Hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love, I'm hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love.
Dark side. Let the weight control your body.
Let's do some party.
So it was written.
Party time. Come and follow me, guys. We need some followers on Twitch. And we need some live side chatters that are into UFOs, of course. Trolls be gone. Hello. Hello. Good to be back. Cue the Terminator music. Yeah, I still got lots of work to do here on the intro to improve it, graphics wise, but it does the job. And yeah, oh, guess what I forgot? Clicking the wrong buttons. Terminator music. So who are we going to terminate today? Well, there's only a few that need to be terminated so far. Yeah, looks like it's still kicked in. Yeah, we'll just
Hiding, I'm searching,
like I said, there were some glitches today.
I'm finding love, I'm hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love.
Why is it not stopping?
Let the weight control your body.
So,
So it was written.
something's not working here. Oh, doesn't hurt to do a double intro.
I'm searching.
I think the CPU's mixed up. That's what the problem is. Oh. Did it finish on its own? Yeah, something screwy happening. Okay. It wouldn't be a good show if the Men in Black weren't playing up. Yeah. I suppose it's going to repeat again. Who knows? Oh well, just to make sure it doesn't. Let me just reset a few things here. Yeah, what's this? Why is it not working? Come on, CPU. What a crap I have to work with here. Seems to be getting worse. I don't know what Windows 10's doing, but you can't stop it. It's good for sabotage. Anyone that uses Windows 10 in other countries, watch out, because the US government can get you. Okay, so we finally got rid of that error, I think, but there's a CPU back. Let's do type up the welcome message and see how it goes. Or at least it gave some time for people to finally see that I'm on. Who's out there? I can see one has joined us. So 378. Today will be New Mexico case again. update, nonsense, misinformation, plus MUFON. So let's have a look over MUFON today. Hopefully we'll see how well it goes. How's the audio sounding? I suppose I better check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds alright this end. Okay, we'll assume it's all working. Alright, so first up, first news. Secureteam is back. I know, the world's turned upside down. And thousands flock of his cult to wish him well, and been dying for his UFO videos. I don't know how these people get through life without actually doing a Google search and doing some background checks on people they follow. All you have to do is type in Tyler Clockner hoaxer and actually read the stuff and actually watch the videos and actually pay attention to what they're telling you, and then do more fact checking yourself if you don't believe them. So yeah, obviously he needs some money. So he's put out this message here. Well, you're practically talking to a dead man. Just got out of hospital after spending 5 weeks, 2 of which were in a coma, after I got pancreatitis and was minutes away from death when I got to ER. I say that's karma. Karma is a B, as they say. I'm eager to get back to work, but I'm still recovering. So that's what I posted around a couple of days ago. You can probably see a few people have commented. And I said, look, you got to go and watch my old episode called Livestream 218 because he misses content. I said, go and watch that because the guy's a hoaxer. It proves beyond doubt that he's a hoaxer. And you can see here I'm still blocked. But I'm not logged in. So why is it unavailable? Has he deleted it? I know. And you can see a lot of people are posting. What's he got now? Almost 17,000 likes. 1,700 likes, I mean. Which is a lot less than he used to get. And quite a few comments here. Was that really you, Tyler? I suppose anyone could assume his identity. Let's face it, the other fraud channels are putting up the same sort of content anyway. Is my alien playing up? Don't play up, alien. Anyway, so let's have a read of some of the comments here on his tweets. Haven't heard from you since last August. Hope you have a speedy recovery. So, yeah, I had a gallbladder that almost killed me too. But I was only in hospital 10 days, no coma. So, I don't know if that's true or not. I wonder how much of that's related to drinking and drugs. I don't think you can believe anything that comes out Tyler's mouth, frankly. And I doubt the hospital would tell you because of privacy. Glad to hear from you, dude. So yeah, these people, I don't know. I just can't understand them. Why you want someone to be UFO news, but he 100% fakes content. He did up to about 100,000 people followers, and then he deleted a lot of the stuff that he knew was going to get called out on. But still, there's 100,000 gullible people. He did a lot of voice mods using his own voice, and then he tried to cover that up, saying it was a people debunking me are using deep state software to mimic his voice, which is a load of cobblers. But he also did a bit like what other people have done. They take stock images and add UFOs to it. He was doing that as well. UFO Interest still has posts up there from 2011, I think, showing side by side of some of the episodes he did. But anyway, looks like we might be back to debunking his crap again soon. He was meant to be working with Lion's Ground, because Lion's Ground stopped his channel being deleted by copyright. And he said, we'll work together to try and improve your videos from being disinformation to annoy the ufology. But somehow I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah. So you can go and check out his tweet if you want to. It's there. I'll post a link to mine, and then you can jump from there if you haven't got the link handy. So that's the first sad news. Is back, or is he? The next bit is it should have been not there. Okay, it should have been another tweet, because I've got two tweets posted. Next thing is about GPS on planes. The question is that some more updates have come from Third Phase and GUFON, saying that there was some secret things, a debrief sent to the pilots saying that they're going to take down the GPS system at the time of the so-called cruise missile UFO sighting, which doesn't change anything at all to what actually happened. But they're trying to make it into a big mystery. So first of all, we need to understand, do planes use GPS? So I just typed in a search here, GPS of plane figured out. I typed in. So what I want to know is the position of a plane. How did they figure it out, right? Obviously they wouldn't just use one system. They'd use triangulation of radio and also radar systems as well as satellites. They have multiple systems. Do airplanes have GPS? So click on that one. Can't planes be tracked with GPS? Yes, but while GPS, Global Position System, is a staple of modern life, the world's air traffic control network is still almost entirely radar based. Aircraft use GPS to show pilots their position on a map, but that data is not usually shared with air traffic control. How about that, guys? So even if they've got outage in their cockpit, they still have to use compasses. Compasses, and take instructions from the air traffic control, ATC as they call it. So a simple search there straight away. Anything that's coming out about leaked documents about GPS going down and UFO cover up, straight away you can see it's going to be nonsense, because planes don't use it. Only the pilots use it. And you probably can read up a few more things here. Flight live flight tracker software, right? So you want to know about that. What's the limitations of it? So let's have a quick look at that one. And of course, it's got the limitations, right? Sometimes you'll see planes disappear on the map or suddenly appear out of nowhere on the map. The call sign. This software doesn't use radar, although they started now collecting radar feeds from the tower and start to implement in their software only in recent year. But most of it's done by call sign and the position calculated by the tower. So they get that information free from, I suppose, a global system, and they implement it into their apps where people can buy it or use it free to a certain extent to track when their plane's going to land and all that sort of stuff. But also pilots use it. And in overseas, sometimes it can lose the signal. As you know, that weather and atmospherics can affect microwave. Radar is what uses microwaves. Also mountain ranges. So as you know, the signal from a transponder can actually get lost in hilly terrain as well as overseas. So yeah, in most cases our receiving network is no longer receiving a signal from the aircraft. So obviously it's relayed from the tower to them, I'd say, or data center maybe. This tends to be more common when an aircraft is flying over large bodies of water. There you go. It can also be a technical problem somewhere. Once the aircraft flies over an area with coverage, again, tracking will resume. Coverage in the same area can be different depending on the data source and transponder type. Okay, so you can keep on going here. What's the difference between call sign and flight number? Why aren't all airports marked? There are many thousands of airports around the world, showing all airports would be completely, what's it say there? Would completely cover the map in airport pins. The primary feature of the blue point is to possibly to click and show the arrival and departure boards. Why is there a flight missing? Flight Radar 24 combines data from several sources including schedule and flight status databases from airlines and airports around the world. These databases include most regular and scheduled flights, but some minor airlines and charter airlines may be missing. Flight Radar 20 missing what? Alright, maybe missing completely. Flight Radar 24 is working continue to acquire as much much route data as possible. Why don't you show routes? Why is aircraft data incorrect or missing? As we already read. Has extensive database detailing aircraft registration, model, S address. Due to the large volume of data and continued updates, there are occasionally minor inaccuracies. So there you go. Now, I suppose for commercial flights, it'd be more complete. For military, it can be hidden, and for small planes, obviously, they don't have to have a transponder and can just talk to the control tower, and they use the radar system and onboard systems, radar, whatever, to navigate and compass and all that sort of stuff. And of course GPS, as we found out, the pilots can get it on board their plane, but it's not transmitted. It's not transmitted back to the tower. There's a lot of questions here. How does space-based ADS-B work? ADS-B signals are sent out from the aircraft and collected by satellites orbiting the Earth. So obviously not GPS satellites that are collecting that data, but some other communication satellites. The signals are then transmitted to ground stations and flight radar network. All of this occurs in real time. But in hilly terrain, though, they do disappear. So again, it must be, like they said, depends on the type of ADS, the type of signal that planes have. They obviously have different types. So some disappear and don't use the satellite like they're saying here. So, but the commercial ones probably do, I'd say. But the small planes, not necessarily. Do you still need terrestrial feeders if you have now space-based? Here we go. There's the next question. Yes. Expanding now terrestrial, which means antennas. Like you have house antenna for TV, right? Is vital in our continuing quest for global multi-source flight tracking. Because if you have a satellite outage, how are you going to communicate then? You're going to have to use antennas, right? So there have to be backup systems of backup systems. Latest okay, let's go back again. Let's see what else is on the page here. And they're talking about this hole over Brazil, you know, there's one over Mediterranean as well, apparently. Remember we talked about the Baltic Sea anomaly, that there was some sort of holes in the magnetic field there that they're trying to explain, volcanic rock and the amount of magnet particles in the rock, but also the Earth's field. Combination of factors, right? There's a hole over Brazil, or next to Brazil, over Atlantic, is it? I think it is. Yeah, Atlantic Sea. What's it called? Atlantic Sea Anomaly or something like that. I can't remember now. It had a strange name like that, and obviously there's one over Mediterranean here, where there's a GPS hole. Maybe it's to do with a number of satellites passing overhead. In that case. And it does say here radio navigation system, right? Because even though it's coming from space, it's still sent by a radio signal, which can get corrupted. But how does that affect that New Mexican case? 0. You can see these are all latest posts here as well, 2020. I didn't actually do a tool search by narrowing it down. Sorry, my throat's playing up a wee bit. Was found that the RMS route mean position of aircraft was turned using GPS. Now, I think it can be up to 10 kilometers out, just using radar. Over sea, they make the planes fly huge distances apart just for that factor of inaccuracy, right? For signal coming back and reflections and all that sort of stuff. But now they're starting to use GPS to be more reliant over sea, and probably over blind spots as well. So they're using a combination of systems here, safeguards. In this case, one over New Mexico. I don't think it would be 10 kilometers out. It's possible that it could be a wee bit out. We know that satellite positioning is always a few meters out. But yeah, they certainly went flying with the normal GPS system, as they said here. Here's a air traffic service brief. Let's have a quick look at that one. Is that a debrief or a brief? Is it the same as what third phase got and they just found it on the net like we just did here? Use of GPS in lieu of DME ADF. So there's something else here. So we need to find out what those terminologies is. So there you go. They've got lots of different systems that calculate the position of the plane. Okay, it probably tells us down here. Does it? Limitations, policies. What's going on? Effective July 16, 1998, pilots may substitute IFR certificate GPS receivers for DME and ADF. Well, that's a long time ago. Well, 20 years. But wasn't this posted in 2020? That's what it said. Can't see the date on the actual page here though, but on Google it said 2020. Flight information. DME transmitted associated with the localization may not be retrievable from your GPS until manufacturer incorporates them. So there's a lot to it. What is DME though? We better look it up. What is DME? Sounds like a drug. What's it got coming up here in aviation? There we go. Here we go, we've got some maps. Or some diagrams, I should say. Triangulation. How DME works. So there you go. Let's have a quick look. Slant range distance, ground database, weight, height above ground. And it's a small plane. Distance mean aircraft. I'll just have a look at that one. This is how we find out stuff. Self-learning. Okay. We hit a little bias off course. What's that mean? Must be add as it. Hang on. There we go. Distance measuring equipment. Oh well, that's fairly obvious. Which allows an aircraft to know its distance from a particular navigation aid. So it's like a waypoint thing, like transmitter. It's comprised of two parts: a ground-based transmitter, often co-located with a VOR, which is a navigation aid, an aircraft receiver. Great. If you want to learn more, click here. So it's like a little lighthouse in a sense for planes by using radar. And I suppose they can use triangulation to work out height and all that sort of stuff. Mathematics, yucky. Anyway, let's move on. So we can see the GPS is only just one factor, and it's not used by the towers, and as we found out by the flight radar tracking software, which showed a Learjet flying close overhead. With that 3D view, it kind of looked like a missile, because look, this is a Learjet here, and it has that sort of cone shape, skinny, narrow body on it. If you just saw it fly by at 4 kilometers away, I guess it's going to look very much cigar shaped, right, with no wings or tail. And also depending on which way the sun was. So there's a lot of diagrams on that. I suppose a lot of people do online courses. And looks like it's used in small planes quite a lot. VOR, let's have a look for that. VOR. And here's all your dials you get on plane, right? It's not GPS. It measures wind speed, horizon, the tilt of the wings, the compass heading, altitude. I'm not too sure what the other ones are for. So I guess that's the VOR. Looking at those dials, right, and the signal. Very high frequency. Here we go. Let's have a look at that one. Very high frequency, something or other, is it? Why is it not coming down? Traditional navigation. Here we go. Very high frequency omnidirectional range. Is primarily navigation aid, NAVAID, used by civil aviation in the National Airspace System, NAS. There's quite a lot to it. So I wonder if they have to pass all this in tests, pilots. I guess they would have to. Oriented to magnetic north and transmits azimuth. Wait, how'd you say that one? How do we say that word?
Azimuth.
Information to the aircraft providing 360 courses. That's very faint writing, isn't it? Terrible writing. When DME is installed with the VOR, it's referred to as the VOR DME. Provides both azimuth and distance information. Okay, so we need to look at this word here. There's the next one. What they mean by that word? It's used in stargazing, Here we go. Starting to get technical now. Zenith. What's that one say? Something meridian. Oh, here we go. So a security vector of the planet by looks of it. Horizon. So let's bring up the wiki, I suppose. Oh, here we got some better diagrams maybe. Let's have a look. Someone's drawn in pencil here. So it looks like it's a horizon line off Earth, really. Horizon. And then it works out the angle of the sun, is it? So that someone's using it there for navigation, using the stars and sun. I suppose it's like those big scopes they used on the old ships in the old days, right? They used to have a angle degrees thing on it, and they could look at the star and work out how many degrees above the azimuth it is, which is obviously this line here. Like here's one using the star for navigation. Altitude north azimuth. South. Still, that's quite complicated, isn't it? I think. To the object in the sky, elevation, compass bearing, and here's that horizontal curvy thing, azimuth. So it's a distance between north and compass bearing. Oh, there you go. So that's what it means. Let's see if they can word it that way. Where's the wiki on it? So that makes sense to me now. Now we know what it means. So there we go, between north and the compass bearing. So it's all to do with triangulation. And what's that? Is that how Third Face called it? Triangulation. What did he say the other day? It just made me laugh. What was the word he said? And he added ing on the end that sounded totally wrong. I can't remember now, but it was funny. We need the wiki. Give us the damn wiki on it. The direction, right, here we go. Direction of the celestial object from the observer is expressed in the angle distance from north or south point of the horizon to the point at which vertical circle passes through the object and dissects the horizon. I think a diagram sort of explains it a wee bit better. Anyway, moving on. Alright, we've got another link on GPS here. What was this one? Actually, this one's a government one, so we'll just copy the government one. Hey, Area 51. I was too busy reading, I didn't notice that you had joined us. GPS Gov. Now let's see if they say the same as what we just read. Okay, so what have they said here? Aviators throughout the world use global position system to increase the safety and efficiency of flight. With its accurate and continuous and global capabilities, GPS offers seamless satellite navigation services that satisfy many of the requirements for aviation users. Space-based precision and navigation enables three-dimensional position determination for all phases of the flight from departure, en route and arrival to airport surface navigation. Okay, so it sounds like a new thing where they're starting to introduce GPS. The trend towards an area navigation concept means a greater role for GPS. See, it's been added on, but it's not their primary at the moment. Area navigation allows aircraft to fly user preferred routes from waypoint to waypoint, which is what we were looking at before with the DME, which is another system they use. Depends on ground infrastructure. So I suppose they'd use the DME and also the satellite navigation to see if it matches, right? I suppose they have to know how to do it manually using the dials and things, right? And compass headings, rather than just have a little computer that does it all for you without having to know that sort of stuff. So if the computer goes down, what would you do then, right? So you still have to know how to do it manual way. Procedures have been expanded to use GPS and automated services for all phases of flight. So this is probably why they were doing the testing of the GPS, right? Making improvements to it and then incorporate it into their flight systems. So it's not going to impact much. Just makes their job a wee bit harder. Because they have to do the manual calculations and stuff probably. New and more efficient air routes, blah blah blah. The second safety of life signal will enable significant benefits above and beyond the capabilities of current GPS services. So they're making it even better than this normal GPS. The reliability of this signal offers increased instrument approach opportunity throughout the world. So not too sure what they mean in there, but it's obviously another technical thing, right? Using combination of satellites, ground-based antennas, radar. I guess that's what they're talking about there. Reliance on GPS as the foundation for today and tomorrow's air traffic management system is a major part of many national plans. So if there was like a solar flare that took out a solar flare that took out the navigation satellites, which does happen, they would be flying blind. So obviously it can't just rely on one source for position. Anyway, sort of said the same thing in more technical words opposed to what we reading on lay terms before. Doesn't really help us much. But anyway, I probably should have posted some of the easier ones, but you can just see what we did on the live anyway. So if you go to third phase now and have a look at this silly new updates. And here it is here. It's the only one that's still out. Exclusive leaked documents confirmed GPS. Okay, so let's have a look.
Purposes. Now, could it be because...
Okay, that idiot. Oh yeah, let's just scroll it back a wee bit.
Praise the moon, Blake Cousins here. We got some breaking news just in. I received a document from a Southwest Airlines employee. It's leaked to us and we're going to share it with you right now. Could it be the involvement?
So there's a pilot that actually believes third phase of the moon and watches them and sends in stuff. Okay, that's a bit scary. That pilots actually follow these Dreamteam.
In regards to what just happened with the American Airlines close encounter right now.
Okay, so why aren't they showing us the document close up so we can read what it actually says? Is to listen to this idiot tell us that it's leaked. So straight away, what's it say at the top here? Southwest Airlines briefing. Okay. So I bet it's on a web page somewhere. GPS interference testing. Doesn't say the GPS is going to be down, that it could go out when they're doing some radio blasting to see what outages happen. GPS interference testing at the Southern California Tactical Training. Alright, so they're doing it for training, but looks of it for the people to see what happens, what they do when it goes out, I suppose, is it? To see if they've got backup systems in place and all that sort of stuff. And what's it say here? From 0900 Eastern to 1200 Eastern, which is just before that sighting, wasn't it? When did that happen? Wasn't it at 12:30 p.m. that we worked out? 12:30 p.m., 1:30 p.m. Well, it's way after that period, so that counts it out straight away. And ADSB may not be available within a 310 nanometer radius. What's that say there? 267 degrees radial and 67 nm fix. So you got to obviously plot it on a map to see the outage range. But it says may not be available. Doesn't say it won't be available. It may not be available. LAX pilots are encouraged to report any anomalies to air traffic control. So I guess that wasn't actually said on the radio. If you experience any GPS anomalies, advise ATC of equipment affected, something degree with the capability to operate is impaired. Well, none of that happened though, did it? So let's just keep listening.
Now you're looking at this incredible document coming in from South Airlines, and it's a briefing. We received this cover page via my email.
If you experience any, which was what I was reading
Just moments ago, and we're breaking it down right here at Third Phase of Moon, plus some other things that we need to resolve in regards to an incredible video that we put out last night. So buckle up, everybody. Right now, we have the entire panel. I've sent them this document. We're going to break it down with Rick.
So they said the GPS could go out and the ADS call sign could go out, and if it does, to report it. Obviously it didn't happen for that flight because the ham radio would have picked it up. Plus the positioning of where the plane is based on the call sign, but also on radar data. So the radar is not affected. It wasn't like a radar jamming. Then they might be in trouble.
From GUFON, including Dark Hour Paranormal and Dr. J from Dr. J Radio Live, including my brother Brent Cousins. So you're looking at this document.
The non-expert experts
explain that there's some kind of GPS interfering testing that happened the day of the American Airlines close encounter.
But not during. We just read it on the report, which they didn't.
It says in this cover page that on February 20th to the February 23rd, 2021, that they're going to be doing something at the Southern California Tactical Training Range. And
on the 23rd. So that's days after.
They asked the pilots and they encouraged them to report any kind of anomalies to air traffic control, the facilities, if they heard anything. And they asked them as well if they experienced any kind of GPS anomalies, and they advised to check over the ATC of the equipment affected if there is any. They gave this heads up to the pilots over.
So when was this brief put out again? Let's just scroll back. I just don't trust what that guy's saying. It had a time, but did it actually have a February date on there? From February the 20th to 23rd. Okay, it was on there. So it's in the time periods, but only between 9 and 12 lunchtime. But that plane was outside that range. Okay. So what they're going to say?
To document another piece of evidence given to third phase of the moon to disseminate about around the world. For a quick, update for everybody, for those of you who've been living under a rock who didn't catch the first.
Who cares? Okay, he's going to sum up.
Is for
some credit in regards to breaking the news in regards to this subject matter. What's going on in this new technology, if that's what it is? GPS interference testing.
Ooh.
Interference testing. They did
okay, here we go.
Basically about flight advisory GPS interference testing. They did one on February.
Okay, so here's the calculations on the radius. Let's see. Can we make head or tail of it? Does go over Arizona, but New Mexico doesn't even get close to it, does it? New Mexico's over this way, right? So if that's the radius, it's not even making it to New Mexico, so that's another duh.
7. They sent it out 4 days prior, and it actually tells you, even with the GPS location, where the test is taking place and how high it's going to be emitting these GPS interferences. So it gives you the date, the time, and where it's going to happen. And that's what's amazing about this story, because exactly where the event happened with the pilot seeing this cylindrical object is where the test was done.
No, it's not. We just saw on the map it didn't even cover New Mexico. And it's outside the time range. It was 0118 ATC, if I remember right. Is it ATC? Oh no, that's not here. So CST. ATC is all traffic controller, air traffic controller. CT, Central Time. Central Standard Time, I think it is it? Was lunchtime, after lunchtime, yeah. I'll get used to all these abbreviations Americans use eventually.
Coincidence, in my opinion.
I think I've sort of debunked their nonsense right there with the map.
Specific
and times.
Location, right down to the hours that this could possibly happen. And, with Rich saying that there's another document that was sent out along these same lines, it's just they wanted to get that out there because there may have been some data that they could collect from these experiences, have anybody come over that sort of object, which in this case, we did have a pilot who happened to see it. Now, maybe the intention of the people that sent out this memo and whoever was behind these tests didn't think that the pilots or anybody else would necessarily see the object, but were concerned with how it just being...
Looks to me like they're just like disinformation agents, right?
in the environment might...
None of this has anything to do with that sighting. Yeah, so they're still going on about this here. This is kind of funny, actually. Let's just scroll back.
Information. So we put a video out last night in regards to a video that was covered by Rich. We also put it out in our documentary, Countdown to Disclosure, the secret technology behind the Space Force. And we wanted to look at it again because
Garbage in, garbage out. Secret Space Force.
Received a document today, and it looks to me like it could be.
So they're saying this is a TR-3B.
And what you see in this incredible video, they were doing some joint military exercises with Norway in regards to some Russian tensions, and we saw this.
I don't believe this video is from military exercises. in Norway. Unless they got a good year blimp in Norway. I believe this is from July the 4th, 2020 footage. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on TV. I've seen this footage somewhere before. Someone's just mucked around and just said it the third face, saying it's part of a military exercise. No fact checking, no proof where the source comes from, the video source comes from. Someone out there will know this video and say, nah. There it is, it's from the presidential thing. I wonder if we can actually... Well, let's actually do a reverse search on it. This is how you can do it sometimes, and it sometimes works. So let's grab a screen snapshot there. Let's just try that. And save it. I think I've done this before, so let me see if I can figure out how to do it again. And I think you got to open it up in the browser so you can use the plugin, or no, or you can drag it on. Let's see, can I open it up in the browser? Probably if I muck around. Let's try it doing that way. And right click and go search Google for image. There you go. And what have we got? Fighter aircraft, possible. Computer AI. But we got no matches to that particular frame. Damn it. But then again, they may have played around with the colours and stuff. I'm not sure. There's another way to do it, and that's to use the tin eye. That's normally a wee bit more clever. The tin eye search. How do we do it with that though? Tin eye. Here we go. Search image for tin eye. Let's see what that comes up with. This one here looks at the pixels and has a more clever... why didn't it work? Okay, this one expects us to upload it. We'll do that way. Zero matches, damn. 46 billion images from the internet. Oddly enough though, it did bring up planes, but no match. Let's maybe get some other image.
This video, and it's incredible, but now we have this diagram that locks on solid to the object within the video. We're looking at it and it is a dead
despite ring. You can see the undercarriage here for blimp and you can see the Goodyear right in here. You can see how they messed around with the contrast, right? Okay, I forgot to clean my screen, I think.
The glove fits on this one, and
is it on their screen? Oh, what, the overlay and the blueprint. See, they got this blueprint of the triangle craft and a side view of it. And they overlaid it saying it's the blimp is actually this TR-3B. But you can even see there the undercarriage is even showing up underneath where the line ends on the diagram. See that there? The undercarriage, you can see it underneath. Okay.
It is absolutely amazing. I think this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a TR-3B in broad daylight, and our Air Force and Norway are totally aware of this craft. I think they're doing some joint military exercises with this TR-3B that shouldn't be known to the public, but it seems like Third Phase Moon brought it to the forefront. This diagram and these diagrams match up perfectly with the video. We actually have the original link as well. Some people are saying that this is 3B. It matches perfectly.
Original link, okay. Where's the original link? Source link to Air Force video. Okay, let's have a look at the original then. I don't think they had it on previous episodes. So who we got here? Let's just have a check out this guy a wee bit. Someone pranking third phase, is it? It's got 46,000 subscribers. And who is he? That's the question. He's getting videos from all over the place, by the looks of it. It's not like he's a Warcraft reporter that actually is in the Air Force or Marines or whatever. So, have we got any information on this guy at all? Hi guys, I make gameplay videos, there you go, on realistic simulation driving games with Logitech G729 shifter and e-brake camera. Maybe I will publish one video per day. So it's a gamer. 3-4 million views. So he's getting the videos from another source. So we can't trust it. It's not a military person. It's not from a government location. Oh yeah, so whereabouts was the original video going? Okay, let's go back and have a look. Nope. Over there. Okay.
According to West.
Okay, it's got a lot of music and stuff on it.
Western and Russian news agencies, Washington is preparing a very serious provocation.
Okay, so it's clips from various sources, obviously.
Two superpowers will demonstrate their.
What year was that? 2020. Told you. But the 4th of July was after that. So could it have been 4th of July 2019 then, where that video comes from?
Strength.
Here it is it? There it is there. So have we got any information on this? Where they're flying over? Just get rid of that music. There's the airship there. Does that look like off the coast of California? That looks like the major highway off California there, doesn't it? Maybe I was showing that on the map. And the airport they just come from, obviously. And that's heading off towards it's all coming from this location. Maybe that. Let's just bring it up again. So it's in California by the looks of it, not war testing there. You can see the motorway underneath. So BLIMP airports. Let's see if we can match up what's in the picture. Looks like MUFON is getting further and further behind again, though. Airport, LA. Map. Okay. That's not the keywords I used last time. Los Angeles. Yeah, Goodyear Blimp. There's that motorway there. Let's see if we can identify it though. It's like a maze of roads here. And the blimp's got two round domey things that it lands on. So let's go back to the video. Can we see that there? There's certainly a round thing here in the corner. And there's the roads there, so let's see if we can find that junction point. There's one bend, two bends, and a bridge that goes over top. So is that two roads with a one that's sort of splitting off? 4 lanes, 3 going around, 1 going over top. We got the square thing here, whatever that is, and we got a round bit here. So can we see that on the map at all? Why does that come up? This is how we investigate stuff. So that's near a mess of roads there, so it must have been flying towards it. It's coming from over here. Or over this way. And there's a lot of airports. Roosevelt. We saw there's a round bit of land. And a square box. A lot of these roads look like it, doesn't it? It's massive. Los Angeles. If you have an earthquake there, God knows what mess it's going to be. Scary. It's massive. Millions of people. I suppose we probably haven't got time to actually go over the whole map, but I'm pretty sure we could pinpoint it. So we know it's either flying towards or heading away. So what was that in the video? Could that be a racetrack of some kind there? Stadium? What's that going around there? Is that another road that sort of shoots off? Property of US military. So he must have got permission to use that footage for his games. Might be something for you guys to have a look at. Maybe if you can figure out whereabouts that video was taken. If we can find the original source of the video, maybe it'll actually say on the video where that clip was from. There's another way. It's a bit complicated really. Another airport down here, is it? There we go. LGB. Ah, they got a gay one. There you go. Looks like there was a loopy bit that went around. I don't know if it was a road. Don't know if these guys can see where that was taken at all. I'm missing something here. There's another airport there, LGB. I bet there's Air Force bases around as well. Here we go, look. Another one there. It's starting to get thirsty again. These roads are massive. God, look at that. I think it's not going to be that easy. They got these major highways everywhere. 4 lanes. What's that there? Maybe it's this highway. Floor and decor. That white building in the background. What's that there, you reckon? That's a big area that should be able to stick out like a sore thumb, right? Wonder what it is. Could that be what we're looking at on the map? This here. But where's that loopy road, if that was the case? Not there. There's a lot of white buildings here. Let's see if we can spot the white building. It's a big one with a skinny one on the right side. Right side. Big one. Airport. Be funny if I find it. Golf, is it? It's golf course. Waterways. And nothing's popping out. Might just have to leave it and move on. Would have been good if we pinned it straight away. That would have been really funny. We don't know. It could be anywhere in Los Angeles. You can see how big it is. And there's a lot of airports and Air Force runways. Oh, look at that build up there. Would they fly jets right over the city though? It looks like they are though. Is that closer to the coastline? Doesn't look so built up there, does it? That kind of looks like it's heading more to the coastline there. This direction. airports and beach roads. All very built up around there. And shipyards. Yeah, I don't know. Massive. I can't see any of that's a big white no, the big white building. Hey. This looks too built up. So the blimp could be anywhere, hidden from its base to anywhere. Oh well, let's move on. Tonight didn't find anything, which is a bit disappointing. What else can we take from it? Oh, that's original. So there wasn't much there, was there? It's at the same planes. What are we looking at there? Same planes but different camera angle. Does that look like Los Angeles below? Looks like it's over the sea now, doesn't it? Like I said, heading from the air base out to sea. See, it was only little short clips there. See, that looks like a Middle East because it's got desert. Can't see much buildings, right? Okay. Let's see what I mean. It's not really built up. There's a big airport there, but look at all around here. There's no high rises like LA. Keep on going. Definitely countryside now, look. Countryside. There's the sea they just come from. So they're hidden from the sea and land. And where they're going to. And then it cuts. So we've got here. See, it looks like the sea where they're flying over before. And then it cuts again. Again, it looks like it might be where they're saying they're flying. Countryside. Looks very much like what's on the map. So where was the blimp bit again? Went past it, did I? Yeah, was it? Damn, I forgot to look. Here we go. 2 minutes in. Then it changes. It's only like a minute clip. Well, it definitely looks like overseas, but then that's not the same location. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what else we can get from here.
With the blueprints of the TR-3B. Your thoughts, Dr. J?
Yeah, you know, when I first saw that video, The very first thing that stuck out to me was there was no fin. I mean, if you're looking at a jet or any sort of fighter plane or like this.
There's the fin there of the blimp. The white bit at the very end. And the other one you can't see, but it is there.
SR-17,
So you can see a blurriness there.
SR-71, Blackbird, or the F-117 stealth fighter. They all have air vertical.
That's absolute nonsense, isn't it? There's the fin there. And the other one is not showing up for some reason on their darkening. But it looks like it's going up there. It's because there's not enough light reflecting off it.
You could receive. This actually reminds me of the very detailed blueprints you received of the deep underground military bases. Right now, for the
with the comparison, it matches
to TR3B. And
it's the pinnacle, and we're sharing it to you as fast.
These guys make me sick. They really do. They should be fined and jailed, as far as I'm concerned.
As it comes in.
Fake news. But America runs on fake news.
Let's get to Michael from Dark Hour. What do you make of this perfect match?
Well, you can even see the cabin there. You can see the writing on the side, right? So you can see it's good gear blimp.
To me, it's almost a smoking gun. If the shoe fits, then that's probably exactly what we're looking at. As we see the video when we're seeing it on the side.
These guys would have to feel embarrassed, really, surely, wouldn't you? If I said something like that, I'd have to correct myself and say, "Oh no, I was so misguided. It's so obvious." Anyway, better move on. I thought I could get another image to search there. Maybe I could find the original military clip. But maybe it's not actually on the web. Maybe they send it to him personally to use on his gaming site. Anyway, do we keep that? Probably not. Hey, let's see what we can find on MUFON. Might spend some time looking over those ones. 30 minutes maybe. Might better get a couple done. So has it changed since we last looked? Reload. I probably should load that into the other one so we can read it out. We'll give it a try. Haven't used this since I was with Robert. So what do we got on this first one? Kentucky. That's where the UFO hotspots are. Come to a forum to discuss it. What have they done? So we got a white blob. It's got to be a TR3B, surely. So what do you reckon? What do we got here? Yeah, it's not exciting, is it? Could be a plane. Could be a B-2 bomber. Could be a cloud. So what's they saying? Let's save what we got here. But it looks like it's been cropped. It doesn't look like a real photograph. First one.
I was taking pictures at our local football field one evening. While I was looking over the pictures, I discovered this object in the background of the picture.
Bird.
I zoomed in on the object and saved the picture. I have the original file as well.
Well, you should have submitted both, but she's obviously trying to keep the original one for herself, for copyright, right? I don't think that was there, was it? Why is it not scrolling up? My mouse is not working, or something's not working. What's going on here? Something strange going on, look. Let me just do a background check thing. My CPU is just gone. Something nasty on that web page. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. No, not double clicking or anything. Damn it. Now it's doing this something. Hourglass. What's going on? No. Oh, right, it's finally coming up. No, the background's not running. I don't know what's going on. Something nasty happened there. Look. Alright, suddenly it's doing hundreds of clicks. Hang on. Processing the last 50 clicks for looks of it. Hang on, what's it doing? What's it doing? Crashing. I don't know what it's doing. Brought up Microsoft. Blank window on the other one. What's going on here? It's like something's taken over my computer, huh? Look. No icons. Down the bottom. Hourglass on. The man in black got me again. The rat bags. I reckon it's Bill Gates. He should be flogged. It's crashed my Explorer. Of all things. It's reloading Explorer. It's bringing back some of the icons on the other screen. Got the start button back. Are we still streaming? Who knows? But everything's gone like a DX66 computer here. Damn it. Someone doesn't like me. I got Hourglass stuck, you see. What can I do? That was nasty. Only happened when I run Microsoft Edge though. Spyware. I can't even end the stream. I got no icon for it. The desktop's gone. Okay, let's just try something. No. Oh well, we might just have to call it quits, guys. And do the MUFON another day. This is ridiculous.
This region.
Yeah, Microsoft, a dorky system. Yeah, spyware. Someone's done a backdoor on me. See, I got nothing back still. But I can do a task kill probably. Let's have a look. Task kill. Force. Explorer. I'm gonna have to hack my own system to get it back. Desktop. Even running. Terminated. Explorer. Maybe I have to do it in a... Hang on. Oh, I should have kept it open. Let's see. I didn't do it in a super user one. Now I'm stuffed. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Pull. What are we gonna do? Not sure what you're seeing, but both my screens are black. Wow, that was crazy. I think Microsoft Edge obviously did an update of some kind, right? Control Alt Delete. I don't know if you've crashed off or not. God knows what's going on. Explorer. I never had this crash for like this for a long time. Yeah, this is the best one we've had for a while during a live show. GUFON doesn't have this kind of crap that I do. Explorer. I swear, there's more going on to my system than just random problems. I think someone's trying to silence me here. Okay, will that bring back the desktop? It's doing something. Just as I'm a computer scientist. Yeah, it's trying to do something. My other display is not coming back though. You still there, Area 51? Just say hi. Alright, maybe it's trying to do screen 1 now. Actually, we might get something back now. It's drawing the icons slowly. Really slowly. But I've got a black window on the other one. It won't go away. And it's got an hourglass still. Oh, maybe I'll just end this stream, reboot, and maybe do the MUFON stuff maybe. If I can terminate the live stream. Minicam. Can I get access to it? It's running. It looks like it's streaming, but it won't bring it up. This is the weirdest problem. It's almost like the screen driver went. I don't think it was a Windows update. I think it was to do with Microsoft Edge. There was that suddenly got bigger here as well. That's weird. It's almost like a virus. Could be a virus that comes through the web page. MUFON? MUFON infecting me. Okay, let's see. I don't think I can get anything working here. To terminate. Let's unplug the internet connection, and that will drop these guys off. I think. Actually, I'll just try this. So I'll say goodbye, and we'll try again. In 30 minutes, maybe. I might have a shower. Reboot this damn thing. Okay, let's force. Let's see, I would have enough time. I would have enough time to do another part 2. Mini cam. Okay, that should kill that.